U.S. if there is any reasonable suspicion. Now tell me, what makes a human reasonably suspicious of not belonging to one of the world's most ethnically diverse nations? What gives anyone the right to outline my features, sample my skin color, and call it illegal? They call me an invader until I'm proven free, telling me because I'm brown I'll need proper ID. Consider this my documentation. First generation American citizen, but my family has always worked for you. Find our green cards sewn into your plantations. Find our papers built into your pineapples, your sugar canes, your railroads, your cotton, your gold. Identify my race. Tell me where I come from before I begin speaking, then tell me to go back there. Mark me a Native American, a Mexican, or something mixed with Oriental, like my uncle might have been a rug. Consider this my documentation. You've cut my ancestors' feet at the ankles to keep them from leaving. Identify me as invisible until a crime is committed, then identify me as the criminal, then tell me this is simply for my safety, then beat me, then tell me I'm safe in Arizona while politicians pose for pictures with neo-Nazi leaders. Tell me it's as simple as not breaking the law. Have you ever been pulled over with a white passenger and watched as law enforcement questioned their safety? Have you ever called the cops and they never came? Have you ever called the cops and became the criminal? Senator Pierce, when the Nazi Party was crowning you a great statesman, did you feel heroic? Did you see Superman in your reflection? Is it the way his uniform and you wave red, white, and blue over Arizona streets? Superman is from Krypton, Senator Pierce. He was an alien. No one ever asked him for his ID because he was smart enough to be born white. Welcome to Arizona. The Grand Canyon State welcomes whites only, labeling people of color guilty until proven otherwise. But we are not new to this. We've been asked to deep-throat your blaming fingers before the Exclusion Acts. Repatriation, Proposition 187, repatriation, Japanese internment, repatriation. It's when we stop working for you and start working for ourselves is when we no longer belong. It's when we start standing on our feet instead of falling to our knees. Or is this all for revenge, Senator Pierce? Is it because an illegal immigrant shot your son? Would I feel safer in Arizona if he was shot by a white man? Thank you all so much for having me. Much appreciated.